Vampires are wretched beings.
Enough!
Feeding off others the way they do. Ugh. It's disgusting.
Nice job cleaning up, children. Time to proceed with the rebuilding process, in which I'm sure there'll be no interruptions or unforeseen distractions. Hey children, are you in the mood for blood? 'Cause I have got the strangest craving for blood right now. Yes, Rodri had become a vampire. And not by being bit by one either. You see, 3 days earlier, when he drank from the blood spring, he contracted both sanguinar vampiris, as well as some form of brain rot. Now, most people with a fully functioning brain would realize if they had been infected with sanguinar vampiris, due to its obvious symptoms. Symptoms such as your skin becoming very pale, a feeling of severe weakness when in direct sunlight, and a thirst for the blood of the living, or dead if you're desperate. But since Rodri's brain was not functioning at full capacity, he merely thought that he had a very odd case of depression due to losing his home and business. It was only when he caught the bright yellow glow of his eyes in the reflection of a potion vial that he realized what had happened. He quickly drank a potion of cure disease, which got rid of the brain rot, but it was too late to cure the vampirism. And now Rodri needed to feed, sooner rather than later. I wonder if I could feed on Teldrin. Nah, that's probably a bad idea. Alright, who could I possibly feed on? Wait a minute, there was a thrall outside the entrance of this place. And we came in here about 3 days ago. That's when I drank from the blood spring. I wonder if she's still there. Ah, and there she is. I'll have to extract the blood and preserve it while it's still fresh. Well, being a thrall to a vampire is no way to live your life now, is it? I suppose I should put her out of her misery, yes? Forgive me.
Never should have come here.
Oh, there's two of you. Oh, this is even better. More blood for me. And there we have it. Let's get back inside. Once you have your blood, you're going to want to add some sort of anti-coagulative herb, something like blue mountain flowers. This will obviously keep the blood from clumping. After that, you're going to want to add some frost salts to keep the blood cold. However, you don't want it too cold, because then it'll freeze and the red blood cells will shatter. And nobody wants that, am I right? Of course I am. And there you have it. Preserved blood. Simple as that. Alright, so I got 2 bottles of blood here. We got some kind of elf blood, and that other guy was probably a Nord. So we've got probably a Nord's blood and some kind of elf blood. I reckon this will last me probably about a week. I guess I'll start with the elf blood. Bottoms up. Oh. Are you sure you don't want any of this? Because it's really good. So I finally got around to reading that journal that I picked up a few days ago. Apparently the blood spring is some kind of source of power for vampires, but when drunk by mortals, it causes a variety of diseases and is highly addictive. I probably should have read this earlier. Oh well, time to drink. I think I'll have some of the Nord blood today. Hey Teldrin, I was thinking, since I'm a vampire now, does that mean I can become a bat? Because that would be pretty fucking awesome. I don't even know how you would go about becoming a bat, but I think it's something I'm going to be looking into. Anyway, I think it's about time that I drink up. Probably going to have some of the elf blood today. Can't wait to be a bat. Gonna fly around in my little bat wings. It's going to be awesome. Just got done drinking some Nord blood. That stuff really hits the spot. Anyway, today I read the second journal that I picked up a few days ago. It talks about how the vampires here used the water from the blood spring to create an even more addictive version of skooma. They got people hooked on it, and then turned them into thralls. It's clever, but somewhat disturbing. It also talks about how there's a thing called the bloodstone chalice. Apparently, when it's filled with the water from the blood spring, it enhances the power that it gives to vampires. I'm not interested. Whether I'm a human or vampire, drinking from that blood spring once was enough for me. Damn, all the blood's almost gone. I could have sworn this stuff would have lasted at least a week, but looks like I've got barely enough left for today. I'm gonna have to combine the remaining blood from both vials just to have enough for one serving. Oh well, guess I'll have to gather more tomorrow. I wonder how this mixed blood will taste. It's been 3 days since I last fed, and yet only just now do I begin to hunger. Before, one serving of blood would last me a single day if I was lucky. Could mixing the blood of 2 different races have somehow enhanced the effect? I do know of certain rituals that require the blood of multiple races to perform. Maybe there is a similar element when it comes to feeding as a vampire. If this means what I think it does, and it very well could, then I know now what I must make. The potion that people will remember me for. A potion made from the blood of the 10 main races of Tamriel. A potion that powerful could potentially keep a vampire sated for over 30 days. Vampires will no longer need to assault towns just so that they can feed, and the general populace will be much less wary of vampire attacks. Everyone wins. Well, except for the unlucky few who I have to take the blood from, of course. But that is a sacrifice that must be made. Well then, this is it. I will become the Blood Alchemist.